I am working in Optimworks technologies. In this video, we will discuss about IoT testing, like what is IoT testing and what is the difference between IoT testing and normal software testing, and how you can perform IoT testing using physical devices. And also, we have developed an automation framework to test smart bulb using Java and TestNG frameworks that also we are going to explain. Before going to dive in the project framework, first, we will discuss about what is IoT testing and what is the difference from normal testing. So that IoT testing. So IoT testing means it's involved testing real physical devices or test over a network. But whereas web testing focuses only on software applications running in browser or API level. So in web testing, we validate user interfaces and APIs where responses are immediate and predictable. But in IoT testing, we deal with real physical devices, bulbs or sensors, where communications happen over the protocol. IoT testing is more complex because it's involve hardware, network, and software together. So yeah, now let me explain our framework structure. This is a framework we have developed to test a small bulb using TestNG and Java language. So we design the framework in a layer wise for better maintainability and better understandability and readability for everyone. So where this is a layer wise. So the first layer is a base layer. So this base layer handle the setup and tear down concepts like initializing and closing the socket. The next layer is the device layer. So this device layer is the responsible for sending and commands to the bulb and receiving the commands from the bulb. So based on that request and responses, these class handle. And the next class layer is the util layer. So the util layer extract the values from the device from responses. So the next layer is the assertion layer. So this assertion class is handle the assertion when we on the bulb whether the bulb is properly on or not, when we have the bulb whether the bulb is off or not. And the test layer, this is a win bulb tester Java. So this is the actual class to test to perform a test using the test cases. So this is our framework structure, and also we are using pom.xml to add the dependencies, and we are using config.properties file to store the necessary data, and by using config.reader file to read the data from the properties file. So this is our framework structure. So yeah, now let me explain our flow of execution clearly. So this is our main test class where actual test case execution begins. So first we start the execution. We need to use maven command, and this will trigger the test engine to start running our test cases. So before executing the actual test cases, the framework first connect to the smart bulb using its IP addresses. So using that IP address, we need to establish the connection. So once the connection is established, we can start performing actions like turn on the bulb, set to brightness, and set color. We can turn off the bulb as well. So this is a send command where actual execution call. Whenever we perform any action, the framework send a command to the bulb through the network using UDP communication protocol, and the bulb performing the requested action immediately. And once the action is performed, the framework checks the current status of the bulb to confirm whether that command was successfully applied or not. For that, we are using assertion. So in the under assertions, we will clearly mention that if we are getting the status of the bulb and stored in the JSON object, and we are performing the hard assertion on that status, whether it's performed actually or not. Since IoT devices may sometimes respond slowly, so for that we added retry logic, which means the framework checks the response multiple times until it gets expected results. So once the correct response is received, we validate it using test-ng hard assertions, and if the expected results is not achieved, the test failed immediately. So finally, we Finally, after the execution is completed, the frameworks close the socket connection and clean up the resources properly. Now, let me explain the real-time flow of execution in physical device bulb. So on the left side, we can see the automation script, and the right side, we can see the real smart bulb responding to the execution. Now I am starting the execution using Maven command, which will trigger test engine to run the test cases. First, the framework establishes the connection with the bulb using IP addresses before performing any action. Now, framework, let me start the execution first. So I'm starting the execution using my event command. So now framework is sending the uncommand to the bulb, and the right side we can see the bulb is turned on physically. So next framework is changing the brightness level, and it's you can see that brightness changing in real physical device. And now framework is decreasing the brightness color, and also I'm verifying the whether the brightness is decreasing or not. And now we're changing the color to red. Let's changing the red color. We're adding some weight here actually. So changing the red color, and we're verifying that whether the bulb is changing red or not. Now we're going to change the another color, and also we are verifying here as well. So let me change the another color as well. Yeah, it's changing the color and verifying that whether color is changing or not. And now we're changing the temperature of the bulb. Let's yeah, changing the white temperature and verifying that whether the white temperature is on or not. Now we are turn off the bulb, and also we are verifying that whether the bulb is turned off on successfully. And you can see that code window, the build is successful and there is a zero failures. So this is our IoT automation framework to operate the smart bulb using the test engine. So that's it, the video. Thank you.